Hey everybody, welcome back. Sophie and I are going to take you for a quick walk in the woods. It is windy and a little bit cool today, so hopefully I'm keeping the wind noise down, but to be honest, it's really quite windy. A little bit overcast, but a really good day to sort of see the colors from afar and to see again. I mean, shoot, we were only back here, at this point it was about a week ago now, the last time we were back here. Again, I'm not going deep into the woods right now for multiple reasons. One, it's cold and I'm not dressed for it today because I was just in the barn cleaning stalls, not dressed for a hike in the woods. So I'll stay out where there's a little bit of sunshine. And two, you know, it's rut season, the deer are mating. It's just, I don't know, I don't like to disturb nature if I don't have to right now. You know, I don't mind doing it in spring and summer when things are plentiful and, you know, everybody has plenty of energy. When you're at this point in the season, I try not to disturb it because every extra calorie they expend is another calorie that they have to find. Some beautiful reds and yellows and oranges here. But what's happening on the sides of the pasture already are we're getting bare. And you've seen that. So Sophie, who has not been back here with me in a while, is going to do what little mini dachshunds do. And she's going to go into those dens, little snot bomber. And if anything were in there, she would flush it out. My hope is, of course, nothing is in there. But now you know that for sure it is a den because my dachshund has disappeared. Never to be seen again, apparently. Oh, here she comes. So if something were in there, if she had found something, look, she is in the network. She is deep in there. She's climbing. Oh, my goodness, this is an older dog. Okay, this dog is a teenager. She is not a young pup, but this is what little mini dachshunds do. She is working the trail. She is working that den network. So, was not the plan for today, but apparently this is what we're going to be doing, is watching the Wiener dog work her way through the den trail here. The fact that she's made it from over there and now has moved to somewhere over here is interesting. I did not think that this was an interconnected network. Oh, she's back now. So apparently it is an interconnected network, so it may only have been one creature or one family of creatures that kind of took over the whole area instead of several separate dens, which is what I thought it was. But I thought it was that because I don't go deep in there and crawling around. She's going to clearly need a bath when we're done with this, so that more work for me, yay. Plus, I may never get her out of there. She's on the scent of something. All I can see is the bushes moving in there, and every once in a while, a little tail or an ear or something. She's done this before. This is, again, instinctively, this is what the breed was created to do, right? They're supposed to be small, long, low to the ground, get into these dens. Technically, they were ratters, right? They should be going after rats. She's, of course, old as all get out, and as a miniature dachshund is going to go after something big. But she's gone. And she won't come out until she's determined that she's done. So either that or she'll exhaust herself and then finally come out. So we're just going to keep walking because she's in there deep. I've been down this path before. She won't come out until she's accomplished whatever mission she has set in her head. Anyway, we were doing a bit of a check on the, how things are changing. And, here it's pretty obvious how it's changing, right? Like, look, just even a week ago, you really couldn't see the pasture through this foliage. And all of it is now laid down. It's all going to start to, get even further down. And you'll be able to see straight through from one end of the pasture to the other with nothing here. All of this brush will, fall backward, not fall backward, will recede. That's the word I was looking for, recede. And we'll start to see much more in terms of the opening into the pasture, and pretty soon, probably, I don't know, another 2 weeks, 3 weeks, with the exception of the bare branches of the trees, there'll be nothing in the way of seeing straight across pasture. I do like this little cutout view. It's, again, we've got a lot of bare trees already, but there's some nice color out there. And a little bit of overcast sky is helping to make that pop. Did a little quick check. Sophie's still in the den, so for those that are worried about her, I promise she's fine. And there's no critters in the den because they long since would have been flushed out by her. So she's just on a scent and is just gonna continue to navigate that, those series of tunnels or whatever's there until she satisfies herself. So yeah, back here, it's all pretty yellow at this point. Last time we were back here, which again wasn't all that long ago, it was still pretty green. Now it's pretty yellow. If I turn to the deeper side, and it's cold back here, so we're not staying long, we've still got some greens on this side, but much more yellow than we did. And the leaf litter is incredible, how quickly that has piled up. And even the trails, everything's just covered in leaf litter at this point. So we do a quick spin around, back toward the blue sky and a little bit of sunshine, so I don't shiver too much. That would probably make for a bad camera angle. I'm going to walk by where we left Sophie and see if she's going to decide to join me. She probably won't. And I assure you, she will be fine. She'll be inside with me before I go back in for the day. But at least for now, anyway, she is focused. We're not quite back there yet. And hopefully you can see, the woods really are changing, right? There's not much green left at all. And actually, this is interesting. Aside from there not being much greenery left at all, there's a lot less color, a lot more brown. But several videos ago, on our walk in the woods videos, we caught this hole on this tree. So this tree is quite clearly dead. In fact, I can't tell. It looks like, if I had to figure it out, it looks like we've lost the top of it as well. And I would guess then that based on that, that's some of the fall down from it. And again, we don't intervene unless we have to, unless it died because there's some, significant issue. But it's always nice to see, or interesting to see, what happens with this stuff. So it does become habitat, even as a dead stump. That's quite the large stump. And we'll leave it alone unless it's doing something detrimental to the property or to the overall environment. It is not on a trail. It is not in the way of anything. And as I navigate over the branches, it's not hurting anything to be there. And in fact, it's probably providing some nice shelter for several different animals. And yeah, unless it needs to come down or it starts to endanger something, it's going to stay. And it's in the middle of nowhere on our property. It's not endangering a fence line or anything. So there's absolutely nothing to worry about. Meanwhile, we're back to where we left off with Sophie. I don't see hide nor hair of her. Come on, Soph. She's not barking. If she were barking, that would have meant she found a critter. She's not barking, so she's just enjoying herself. And as much as I tease her for having a little nugget head with a little nugget brain, she's actually pretty darn smart. She won't get lost. She'll figure out how to get out, and she'll be back with me shortly. She doesn't let me get too far away. So at any rate, that's the quick walk in the woods update on a very, very windy day. I hope you are enjoying it. I hope you are having as fabulous a day as we are. And take care of yourselves, take care of each other, be kind, and I will see you at the next one. Bye for now.